When you're a content creator, one of the most annoying things that you have to deal with is the microphone. There's a very particular reason why I'm trying to hold it about a foot from my mouth, and I'm trying to make sure that it's angled towards where I talk, because that's how it sounds the most best. Oh, it sounds so good if I do it that way, except that I suck and everything is terrible. And obviously, I want to put it on a microphone mount because I want to be able to, like, I don't know, like play video games and like move it around and like move around in my recording space, right? And I don't want to I don't want to hold this microphone because A, this looks like shit. And also B, people might think I'm one of those weird TikTokers who hold the microphone in order to appeal more to the more common generation because they think that they're feeling more authentic, which when, you know, everybody else does it, you're not really standing out, you're not really being authentic, and 99% of the time you look like a twat. You actually probably are a twat, but that's fine. I, fortunately, have a defense from this, which is this bad boy. I hate my shock mount. I hate how it mounts. I hate how it stands. I hate how it feels to use this piece of shit. And this audio probably sounds fucking terrible for me touching everything. But you know what's going to sound worse is whenever I decide to drill this fucking thing. Because the angles are shit. Everything is bad. But one of the cool things about being somebody who's a little bit more techie, a little bit more, I don't want to say entrepreneurial because that just sounds stupid, but somebody who is a little bit more handy, would just look at this mount that I have a problem with, because the way that this mount works, one of the reasons why I extracted it from its terrible housing, besides the fact that I'm going to drill this bitch, is there's a ball and socket joint, right? Obviously, I can't angle it correctly enough to where it angles back far enough on the mount to where the microphone will rest in a normal position. And is one of the reasons why I replaced the shock mount. You'll notice that this shock mount that I was using before, without even the bottom piece, is significantly heavier, and also is an older design. The main reason why I needed to replace this is because I just lost one of the bands. It's fine. One of the reasons why is because I think it's a heavy piece of shit, because it's like fucking twice the physical materials that this thing is. But also, whenever you try to angle things, like there's a thing and then there's a pivot and then there's another pivot and then you have to like kind of balance things and like and then like it's a whole thing. Whereas this is very slimline and it just kind of works, right? So what I want to do is I want to take my existing mount, I want to take my existing everything, I want to take my existing infrastructure, because this uses all of the same screw threads, this uses ball and socket, this is also ball and socket, this is also universal with my light system, this is also universal with a few other mounting solutions. Also, ball and socket joints are just good from like an engineering standpoint. So what I'm going to do is I want to make this mount actually work. So I'm going to take this gigantic fucking drill bit that I have, and I'm just going to like, we're just going to carve more of a slot so that way my microphone can, like, instead of being a bad angle, can be a little bit of a better angle. That's all we're doing. That's the entire point of the video, is drilling. I just wanted to make you watch me drill. Safety. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to a podcast, GLHF podcast. You should watch that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to Sideshow Bob myself, and then we're just going to... You need to be very careful with metal shards, obviously. I just poured a whole bunch of them on my floor. That's definitely what I meant to do. So not exactly a whole lot of progress, but I have made progress. You can very clearly, ignoring all the dust shards, you can very clearly tell the indent that I've made. I definitely know what I did. That's a lot of metal shards. This is genuinely terrifying. Holy fuck. What I want to do is I want to kind of drill a channel down, and then I just kind of want to widen it out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a slightly smaller drill, thinner drill. I don't know. Like it's kind of like a pilot hole. Like I'm gonna try to make a pilot hole. Round two, took the thing off. Look at how much shards there are. This is really dangerous. There's a huge pile of shards. Yeah, that actually worked pretty well because that angled back exactly as I needed it to. So this grip sucks, obviously. That actually made it grippier too. And it also naturally sets back in that pocket. Oh yeah, this is great. This actually, yeah, this like leans it back. I might want to do just a little bit more. Yeah, so you can like kind of see that it's not really going all the way back. It's getting caught on the backside here. So like I need to smooth out that side a little bit more, and then it should actually pop back into place like I wanted it to. So close. There we go. So then we can do that. Yeah, there we go. This actually is pretty good. Being handy is nice. The whole point of the video was basically just an excuse for me to talk to you guys and sit down and just talk about motivation and talk about skills. I don't really have anything grand or planned out or anything really for that matter. I just kind of wanted to talk for a little bit and make sure that people know that sometimes if you have the right gear and you have the right tools and you have the right motivation, you can just go out and do things and you can fix your own problems. I really probably should have sat down and planned out something a little bit better for this video, but you know, it's the 5th of July, it's chill. I just wanted to sit down and I was going to fix this anyway. So why not make a content piece out of it? I'm a YouTuber now. Oh. Being handy is a great skill to have anyway, because you can do so much around your house just with these bad boys, and even more when you. I have no idea what form this edited video is going to take, so for all I know, this could be a 3-minute video or it could be a 10-minute video. I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I just kind of wanted to do that. So hope everybody has a great 4th of July weekend. Stay safe, don't blow off your fingers, and I will see you next week.